Good morning. I love this cup. I love this cup so much. Sums up my life. I know it's really freaking early as usual. I'm gonna share this a couple places. But this is like literally the only time I can ever do this. Well, that's not true. I could come home from work and take off my makeup and then like do this after the kids are in bed and then take my makeup off again, but that just seems silly. I don't know if that's sillier than getting up at 4 o'clock to do it, but it's in my head it is. I don't know. Turn that down. Alright, I'm gonna clip my babies out of the way and get started. Alright, so I'm going to do something that I haven't done previously in a video, and that's use a face primer. This is our VFX Pro Camera Ready Primer. It goes amazing with our VFX Pro Camera Ready Foundation. So this is my favorite foundation that we have, and then I decided I was going to try the primer with it. Excuse me, I'm not using my voice yet this morning. I used the primer for the first time yesterday with our CC cream. Like I was just doing I just kind of did like a no makeup look, and I used it under the CC cream, which is our tinted moisturizer that has a little bit of skincare and amazingness to it. And I loved it. I freaking loved it. So I'm going to use it under the foundation today and see how it goes. It is so smooth feeling. I can't even hardly describe the way that this feels. It's like, I don't know if you saw, it's like a clear gel consistency, and then it goes on just feels like this really smooth, kind of powdery, not powdery, I don't know how to describe it. You ever had like anti-chafing gel and how it has like that, just that texture? I don't know how to describe it, but that's how it feels. If you ever had Smashbox, have you ever tried Smashbox Photo Finish Primer? It feels just like that, and I feel like it performs just as well also. $12 for that primer also. That's just retail. That's without, feels like silk. Yes, that is the feeling. Because even on my fingers right now. Good morning, good morning. Yes, it's exactly what it feels like, is silk. Oh, I love it. Love it. Okay, and then I'm just going to go right in. I've got my damp beauty sponge. I get a little more coffee. Good morning, good morning. Oh. I can never finish a cup of coffee during a live before it goes cold. I'm going to try to attempt that today. Oh, so good. Okay, so on my beauty sponge, I'm just going to take a couple of pumps of the VFX. The shade I use is 01 Vanilla. So just a couple pumps like that is all that I need. It might even be too much with the primer on, because that's what the primer is also going to do. I guess I didn't describe that before. So first of all, it will fill in those pores and wrinkles and all of that, and prevent the makeup from settling into them, as well as prevent the makeup from absorbing, or prevents your skin from absorbing a lot of the makeup. So a lot of times you can use way less makeup that way because your skin is not absorbing like half of the product. I know it's early, girl. I know, but this is like the only time I can do lives, is to get up before anyone else is up, so I don't disturb anybody and no one disturbs me and get it done. Like, that's it. I was just saying, I guess I could come home at night, take my makeup off, get on here like really late at night and do it. I'll probably have a bigger audience that way, but then you're gonna have to take your makeup off again and go to bed, and I ain't doing that. I'm kind of an early bird anyway, well, not kinda, I am. I go to bed really early and I just kind of naturally wake up really early, so this just makes the most sense for me. So you see how well that covered? Just a little bit. And I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can kind of like scarily zoom in. So you can kind of see the finish of this. So I'm going to give just a little extra in the cheeks area where I have a little redness. But do you see the finish of this? It's not cakey. It's not heavy. It's super light, but yet it has really good coverage. And that primer just made my pores just disappear. Okay, zoom out because that's a little scary. Scary, scary. You're already on the road for work. Wow. Yes, Lauren. I feel like that's the only way to be. Early to bed, early to rise, right? Okay. I'll sit here and blend for 5 hours if I'm not careful. Okay, we're good. Now I'm gonna go in with our, it's the thing about getting up so early is my brain doesn't quite function. Our full coverage concealer. So this is the shade Pure Beige. And I put this on over my foundation and it's gonna go under my eyes only. Tanya, are you still a surgical tech? Okay, so I'm putting this just kind of in kind of a long triangle. So down the sides of my nose, up towards the temple, and then under the eye. And then I just take my same beauty blend or beauty sponge, take the pointy side, and right under there, and I'm just like stippling like this. And that damp beauty blender, I keep saying beauty blender. Beauty blender is a brand. This is not a beauty blender. This is a Real Techniques makeup sponge. Oh, no, sorry, not you, Tanya. The other Tanya, Tanya Brown. Last I knew, Tanya Brown was a surgical tech, not Tanya Sawyer. You're a cake decorator? That's freaking awesome. So you see how easily that just blends in, and when you get it right, good morning, Barbara. When you get it right under your eyes like that, just right up into that lower lash line, you're taking away all that redness that makes you look really tired at 4:30 in the morning. So just like that. Okay, now typically I would go ahead and set that, but I wanted to show you guys our contour stick and show you like how amazing they are. I don't want my under eyes to crease. You don't want to put, the reason I'm talking to myself, you don't want to put creams on top of powders. They typically, it doesn't look nice that way. But I am going to go ahead and set just my under eye because none of the cream contour is going to go there. So let's just do that real quick. This is the Neutral Medium Face Perfecting Powder. Sure, Tanya. Take your money. Where do you live? You might have to fly me down also. Okay, so I'm just literally just gonna set that concealer underneath so it doesn't crease. Just like that. Oh. Okay. Trying to figure, I don't even know what kind of look I'm gonna do this morning. I don't. But I don't want to show you the contour stick, so let's get that out. So these are pretty awesome. Our highlight, we have highlight sticks that come in the same container. Northeast Florida. yeah, if you can afford to fly me down there, I will do your makeup. Okay, so let me show you the highlight sticks also. So we've got contour and highlight. These are the matte. This is like the matte highlight stick, which I know that sounds like an oxymoron. Let me just mix up for you. So you have the contour and you have the highlight. I'm not a huge fan of this one. This is the one that's just completely matte. Thank you, Warren. Because this would be more like, I don't know if you've seen like Instagram models where they'll have like lines of dark contour and then they'll have sections of really light highlighting with like a matte color. The thing with this one is this has got to be your right skin tone if you're going to be able to use this. So you'd be better off like just with doing that with a concealer, I think. That's just my opinion. Or like a foundation shade that's a couple shades lighter than your all over foundation shade, if that makes sense. What I do like though is our shimmery highlight sticks. So let me show you. This is Gold Flash right there. So those are really pretty as a highlight to use on top of the contour. I'm more of a powdery highlight girl, a powder highlight girl. I just think it's just easier for me to like do. However, these will just melt into the skin really, really easily. And these are actually really easy to use. So I may show you how to use that also. But let me show you the contour stick. So we're gonna do just a line kind of right at the temple and down. Okay, and we're gonna do that on both sides here. So you're finding kind of just right at the bottom of your cheekbone. So if you find where your upper and lower jaw meet, that's where we're gonna make that line. Okay, and then I do kind of a little C, let's do a little bit darker, a C like that, and up here, and then we go under the jawline like so. And that's going to erase our double chins. Okay, so I typically take like the pointy side. I have one of those, this is the Real Techniques Beauty Blender, and one side is slanted. So I take that pointy side there and go right, I kind of put that right there at the line and blend back and forth like this and make sure I'm blending up at the same time, if that makes sense. Because we don't want it to drop down any farther, because that's going to defeat the purpose of what we're doing. So contouring is different than bronzing. Contouring, typically you want to use a matte, cool toned shade, and what you're doing is basically trying to, so any place you put it is going to kind of recess back into your skin. So it's any place that you want to kind of diminish. If you have a large forehead and you're wanting to kind of shrink it down, the cheekbone here, this is causing that, I'm terrible at explaining, but it's gonna make that cheekbone sink in to make it look like I actually have cheekbones. But I just want to show you how easily this just melts right into the skin. The terracotta highlight brush is so pretty. Yes, I love our terracotta highlighting powder. So pretty. But you see how easily those just blend right in? You don't have to do a lot of work with them. Got a freaking pimple right there showing up right at the end of my contour. It's kind of bugging me. And then we're gonna take it underneath here and we're gonna kind of just you're gonna blend around that jawline like this, so down and across, and then blend it down your neck so there's no harsh line there. You don't want just a streak of brown under your jaw. That would not be cute. But that creates that shadow right there, takes away that double chin. I'm gonna swipe comments away for just a second so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so like I said, that is different than bronzing. This is we're kind of chiseling and carving out our face. You don't want to ever take like a bronzer and do that same kind of thing. You're not going to be able to contour with a bronzer. You don't want that warmth here. Oh, I love this song. Sorry. I'll probably go dance a little bit to this because you just can't sit still. You don't want, bronzing is adding warmth back into the face. It's giving you that sun-kissed glow back. So that's where you want the warmth. That's where you can get away with some shimmers in the bronzer. Again, contour is going to be cool toned and completely matte. Otherwise, it kind of defeats the purpose of what you're doing. Okay. And now I have a cat right here, so that's nice and helpful. All right. I was going to show you these highlight sticks, so let me just do that real quick, just to show you how easy they are. I am going to go over all this with powders, but I want to show you. So just top of the cheekbone with the highlight, and then you can just use your finger, and I just want to show you how they just melt right in. Just like the warmth of your finger just melds it with the skin, so easy. And so really pretty, look at that. Okay, we'll do on the other side. Take it to the right. Just and see on that side. They blend in super, super easy. So that is Gold Flash. There's also a pink something. I'm going blank on the name of it, but it's more of a pinky toned highlight rather than the gold. Okay. Now I'm going to go all over with my powder. So just a big fluffy powder brush, and this is the Face Perfecting powder. The shade I use is Neutral Medium. I'm just going all over, and this is going to set your foundation, kind of keep the shine at bay. And this is also a powder foundation, for those of you who don't know that. So this could be used completely on its own, but when you're putting it over our foundation, you're getting an extra layer of coverage that way. Okay. Let's see, I'm going to do a little bit of eye primer. I have kind of an idea of what I want to do for my eyes. Kind of.
Do you push through migraine?
Okay, so our eye primer comes just in a little pot. These remind me a lot of the MAC paint pots. I used to use MAC Painterly paint pot to do the same thing. It was like my ride or die.
Once monthly Emgality is a preventive treatment for migraine in adults.
This is
specifically developed to help give you more
$9, I believe,
with Emgality, about 60%
compared to, what were, I forget what the paint pods were, 23 or 30, I don't remember what they were. It's a crazy number, but I paid it. So that's going to, you see how it just kind of camouflaged my, the redness, the dark veins that kind of go through your eyelids. It just completely camouflaged that, and it's going to be a great base for our shadows, and it's going to make them not crease. It's going to make your powders not crease, and it's also going to make them appear more vibrant. Alright, so I'm going to do my brows really quick before I do my eyes. I feel like I can't do my eyes if my brows aren't done. But I've been doing just a really simple, like the simplest way ever to do your brows. That's what I've been doing lately. Because I discovered our brow mascara. It's in the shade dark brown. I could use a little bit of a darker shade since my hair's black. But this stuff, y'all, is amazing. As you can tell, this is like more the color of my natural hair. And yeah, I know I could like dye my eyebrows when I get my hair dyed, but check this out. So I just take the brow mascara and run it through. Just comes with a little, you know, a spoolie brush like a regular mascara. It's just smaller. And this just coats those brow hairs, hair out of the way, and colors them darker to match my hair, and it just kind of fills in any little gaps. Now I used to just do this only if I was like not wearing makeup, or if I was going just a real natural, like if I just threw on like the CC cream and mascara and out the door, I would do this also just so that my brows would kind of match everything, match my hair, and not look crazy. But now I've gotten to where I do this even with just a full face of makeup, rather than go in and like draw them on with a pencil and fill them in that way and do like really bold, like sharp brows. That's what I used to do. Well, I still do that sometimes, but I found that this is just so easy and it looks really natural, and they don't look quite so in your face, like in your face brows, you know what I'm saying? And every once in a while I make little goofy mistakes like that. Just let it dry and I'll show you how it just kind of flakes right off. Yes, I love this, Barbara. Rather than spending like 15 minutes alone just to do my brows and get them like perfectly like snatched, you know? Do this in, what did that take? Just a few minutes? And then I take a little spoolie brush. This is one of our brushes. It has a spoolie at one end and a flat angled brush on the other. And you can just take that spoolie end and literally just kind of flake away any mistakes that you made. Just like that. Now you could go in with a pencil and you can like really fill in some of those gaps that I have. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to today. Okay. I think I'm going to do kind of the rest of my face before I do with my eyes, because I still don't know what I want to do with my eyes. So I'm going to go over everything. I need to bronze up. I'm looking a little pale. So I'm going to go in with our Sunkissed bronzing powder. Freaking love this stuff, you guys. It's the size of my head. I love it. just a big fluffy brush. I'm just bringing some warmth back in. So this actually goes in the same areas as we did the contour, but it's gonna be more of a blown out version. So, no, Elizabeth, I have not tried the brow and lash serum yet, but it is definitely gonna be on my next order. Okay, so I am just warming the face back up. Sides of the forehead, down the temples, back of the cheekbones. Kind of down the sides of the nose. Anywhere that the sun hits, kind of hits you first, right? And that's just gonna bring some warmth back to the skin. And I bring it down the neck also, just to kind of make sure it all matches. And then I'm gonna do a little blush. Let's just go with Biscuit, because again, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my eyes yet. So Biscuit is just a really warm, bronzy bronze with a little bit of shimmer, just right there on the cheekbones. For me. Yeah, Elizabeth. My alarm was going off to wake up. Yeah, I did that an hour ago. Thank you. And I don't know. I just always go in with my big fluffy brush and just kind of blend everything. Again, everywhere. I don't want any like streaks of craziness going on. Okay. Am I ready for eyes? Yeah. So my girl, Heather Wynn, did this amazing eye look the other day. I kind of want to try it. But, yeah, let's just do it. I'll show you what she did and see if I can reenact it. So Warm Taupe, it's one of our mono shadows, so that's just a single potted eyeshadow. Get down, please, Tyrion. Driving me crazy. I wanted to show you something. So I have heard that the reason why our makeup is so cheap is because it's small. Like, it's small amounts of makeup. That's why it's cheaper. No ma'am. And I just want to compare something for you. First of all, things look small because we package it small. We don't waste our money with big, giant, gaudy, unnecessary compacts and packaging, right? So for example, you know, these are our eyeshadows, and the amount of product you're getting is 0.17 ounces, so 5 grams of product. Okay, and it's a thick compact, and that eyeshadow takes up almost the entire package. Okay, here's a MAC eyeshadow. Oops. Here's a MAC eyeshadow, okay, and it is 0.05 ounces, so 0.17, 0.05, and that in grams is what? 1.5 grams versus 5 grams of product. Okay, so which means all of this is just package. Okay, And this is what are these? $18 or something like that? And these are $9, half the price. And look how much more product you're getting. So don't give me that crap. Don't give me that crap that we just have less amount of product in our stuff. That's not the case. Blushes, I want to show you the blushes too. I'm going to go on a little rant here. Our blushes are the same size as our eyeshadows. Okay, so people are like, oh, that's really small for a blush. Like, this is blush, this is our eyeshadow. It's the exact same amount of product. Good morning, Angie. But I think I have, let me reach back here. I think I have an old MAC blush. I do. So, yeah, packaging wise, the MAC blush is huge compared to ours, right? Even when you open it up, it looks way, way bigger. However, when you look at the actual amount of product that is inside, like I said, 5 grams. Now this one, the MAC shadows are a touch bigger in product at, let me see what this says, 6 grams. Okay, so you're getting 1 more gram. That's not much when it comes to the product. And this is all packaging. This big domed thing, you know, this big, thick, compact, but the actual blush doesn't start until like halfway down into the container. And this is all packaging, and this has just been flattened out to look like it's just so much more product than this one. And it's not, guys, it's not. And MAC blushes are, oh my God, I don't know, 23, 25, 28, I don't remember, because I don't buy them anymore. But still, it's a shit ton of product, or a shit ton of difference for not a lot more product. 1 more gram of powder in that. It's ridiculous. All right, sorry, I had to rant there for a second. Back to Warm Taupe eyeshadow. Okay, this is just our, it's just a really matte, flat brown. Really, really pretty. Let's see. I'm just gonna take a big, fluffy crease brush. Let me clean this a little bit. And when I say clean, I mean I'm just rubbing it on a towel. I don't do a good job of keeping my brushes clean. Alright, so this is like a Sigma E25. It's a blending brush. I'm going to take that in our, into the Warm Taupe. And I'm just going to put it all over into the crease. Yes, Angie, I love earthy tones as well. They're so flattering on so many skin tones. So this is just kind of my transition color, kind of the base color of the other things I'm doing. And if you're just joining me, I did not come up with this eye look. I am copying. I want to give credit where credit is due. I watched Heather Wynn the other day on a live doing this with Farmasi products, and I want to see if I can do it too. And it's fall now, officially fall, my favorite season, yes. But yeah, I want to see if I can do it as well. Now I don't have one of the colors that she used, but I'm gonna improvise. And then I'm taking this Warm Taupe down the lower lash line. And I'm not really paying attention. I mean, you see, I just want it really smoked out. So I'm not even looking in the mirror. I just look up and blend this down into the lower lash line. So we're kind of connecting that transition into the lower lash line so everything is just nice and uniform. kind of windshield wiper motions back and forth. These crease brushes are awesome because they just kind of do the work for you. You kind of fit it right there in your socket and go back and forth, like I said, windshield wiper, circle motions, and they just get the job done. Okay, I'll do the other side. I bet I let my coffee get cold, didn't I? Oh, I did. God dang it. Whew. Who microwaves their coffee 15 times before they finish it? Me. Okay, so right into the crease here. Alright, so on top of this, I'm going to go in with one of our cream eyeshadows. I freaking love our cream shadows. Now hold on a second, I have to pry these out. Hold on. Okay. So this is the shade Green Bean. We have 7, I believe, 7 cream shadows. They are all so pretty, so pigmented. They are waterproof, crease-proof. I just love them. And let me show you the color of this next to that brown. So freaking pretty. And then we actually have a powder that matches that. It's called Amazon Green. I don't see it here. My daughter gets in here and plays. Oh, there it is. There's Amazon Green. Whew. That's so pretty. So they don't quite match, but it's kind of the same tone. Like, I thought about you could take that and like top it. Go on top of the green bean, and you could even give it like more dimension. Oh yeah. Now Heather didn't do that in hers, but I may do that in mine just to see what it does to the look. Okay, anyway, let's do green bean. Now you can use a brush or you can use your fingers. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's just try my finger here. Get it cleaned off. Okay. And I'm just going on top of the lid. I didn't really have any of that powder on the lid itself. I just kind of went all around the lid. And I just remembered she did another step before this. That's okay, we'll try to do it after. So I'm kind of putting it just in the center and then just diffusing it. Let me zoom in. Just diffusing it with my finger. See how pretty that is? And then I just kind of wipe my finger off and then diffuse that color out. Right there. Good morning, Cindy. How are you? Okay, so that green all over. Angie, if you love earth tones, I think this is gonna be your look. Because that is exactly what all this is. It's earthy tones. I love it. Okay, now one thing that Heather did was she went in with one of our Burgundy blushes, and she went on the outer and the inner with that. I don't have our Burgundy blushes. I don't have one of them. Oh wait, is this one of them? Did I just lie? Oh, I do. How did I know? I'm sitting here watching her video, and I think this is the, no, she used a little bit darker shade. This is Love Letter, and I remember thinking, oh, I don't have Love Letter, so I'm not going to be able to do this look. I have it. I'm a dork. Okay, so I'm going to wipe off that same brush that I used with the warm taupe, and I'm going to go in. So this is a blush. Our blushes can be used as eyeshadows. So this is a burgundy shimmery blush, and I'm gonna get just a little bit. I might go too crazy at first, and I'm gonna go in the outer corner here, and let me zoom in again. And this is just gonna deepen up and add a little more dimension to that. And then I'm going to take it on the inner corner as well. Like so. And I don't like to be that close for that long. It's kind of scary. Okay. So that burgundy just on the inner and the outer, kind of surrounding that green. She did this before she applied the green, and that probably would have worked a little better. But that's okay.
These health reminders help me stay coordinated. These headphones are just fine for studying.
You ordered the Love Letter blush, Cindy?
Just what I need for the new year. This
Okay.
jacket is a real must-have.
And then do what I always, we're going to take a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to
This is just really
kind of go over everything that I did right there.
These socks, they can be a real lifesaver.
Okay, now I'm going to put some black liner in my waterline first. Or, she did blue under her eyes. The darker burgundy? Yeah. I don't have the dark one. I forget what it's called. I don't have that one yet. She put blue under her eyes. So that's what I was going to try. She used the Blue Moon cream shadow. Look how pretty that is.
It's the flavor that makes you go, ooh. McDonald's new spicy barbecue glazed
yeah.
chicken sandwich. Made with 10 juicy all-white beef.
And she used one of our sapphire blue pencils under the lash line. I believe it was it this one? That one? Or was it, hold on, there's another blue one. That one's a little bit brighter and has a little bit of a shimmer. I think that's the one she used. So this one is 06 and this blue is 07. I think 07 is kind of your darker navy. So anyway, I'm just trying to decide whether to do the blue in my waterline or stick with the black and then do the blue underneath. I'm gonna do the black. Oh, Tyrion, spilling stuff. Okay, this is our Express Black Waterproof Pencil. I love this for in the waterline. it goes on and it just glides on like a gel liner. It's just in a pencil form. Oops, stop it. Sorry guys, I have a cat right here on my vanity playing with shit and keeps spilling everything.
See how much you can save on renter's insurance.
Okay, so black in the waterline. And then I'm going to do the blue underneath. I'm going to do it just like Heather did. We're going to take the blue pencil and I'm going to put it in on my lash line. So below where your waterline is, where your lashes actually meet the skin, that's where this is going.
Is this the new iPhone?
Yeah, Rex's got the new iPhone.
It has 3 cameras.
And when you know the best ever, you get so much more. Can I keep this? Like up to $700 off iPhone 11 Pro when you switch with Apple Music included.
How could you get the new iPhone and not the authorized?
And then I'm going to take that Blue Moon
Keep my place as clean as I would like because
cream shadow and put it
time to chase around with dirt and less than hair. So now I use heavy duty slippers
on top of this.
for hard to reach places.
You could probably skip this step and just go straight in with the cream shadow. But to give you a kind of an idea of...
Twice as much dirt and dust.
Now this is really messy, I know that. But since we're going over it with the blue, I'm not going to worry about it.
Taking the confidence drill.
Okay, Blue Moon,
Your own boss.
cream
Beauty of your smile.
shadow.
Press
And I need a really small brush. Let me find one.
Healthy, beautiful smiles for life.
Where's my... No, where's my pencil? Of course I can never find anything when I need it. That's too big. Well, I've got these little pencil brushes, but they're dirty. Let me see if I can get one clean enough. Alright, so a really small little pencil brush. And I'm going in with the blue. Zoom in a little so you see what I'm doing. So just the lightest little strokes. And then I'm connecting it at the top also, just a little bit. So this brush is a pencil brush. It's the MAC 219. But you see how pigmented those cream shadows are? And then I'm going to take a, it's really pretty. I'm going to take a clean brush that's also kind of small-ish. And I'm going to kind of blend over everything at the bottom there. And I'm going to poke myself in the eye too while I'm at it. That's great. So I'm just kind of diffusing that blue with this. So again, like there's no harsh line, it's just like that. And then liner on the top, I don't remember what Heather did as liner for the top. But you could do about anything. Let's see. I've got a purple. Because why not? Why not use just every single color on my eyes? There's the purple. Hold on. Sorry. Right here. So we have kind of a plummy purple like that. I think that would go well. I'll just do it kind of rough because I'll smudge it out. And then that same pencil brush. Now I've lost a little bit of that green color that we had going on. Because I've gone a little crazy, haven't I? So I think I could do that. I could take the powder green with my finger and just right there in the center, and ooh, oh yeah, and I'll kind of bring that green back into it. And this purple one, it's the Extralast pencil, so it's the mechanical ones that you know, twist up and down. And the shade is 05, and it's just kind of a deep eggplant kind of color. All the colors, Elizabeth. That's basically what I've done. I don't know that I meant to do it. It's just all the colors. Every last one of them. Why not? Okay, and let's do the same thing. We'll take that Amazon green and bring some of that green back into the look. It's a lot of color. I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know what I think. Let me zoom in a little bit. It's different. No, I really like it, but I'm a bolder makeup gal. I think I'm gonna do some lashes real quick, so let me throw on some mascara. Actually, let me get my glue on my lashes and then I'll throw on some mascara. So these are just my trusty cheap Amazon lashes, Christina number 43s. I still have my, well, I can't say the company, sorry. Can't say the company on this video, but you know what it is. It's their glue. You like it? I don't know, Elizabeth. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. It's different. Elizabeth, I don't know what to put on my lips now. You guys tell me. It's got to be a matte lip. That's pretty much all I wear is our matte lips. I did get some new ones. I'm gonna swatch a few and then we will decide together, I think. Okay, so while that's drying, let me throw on just one layer of the 3D mascara, and this is really just to kind of blend your natural lashes into the falsies. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, was a nude color. Brave would be good, but Brave is in my lab coat at work, so can't do that. Maybe like Au Naturel, that's a good one. I think this glue is dry, so let me get it on before I do my bottom lashes. No, Trisha, I do not. This VFX, it's the VFX Pro Camera Ready Foundation. That's what I used to begin with. It's amazing. So it's got photo filter technology. So it's amazing for photographs. And, hold on, I can't talk. And no touch-ups throughout the day. It stays put. And our lipsticks are just one and done, one step, opaque coverage, transfer proof, and kiss proof and waterproof there as well. Just kind of pinch these lashes down here. Lashes just bring it all together, don't they? The difference. Any eye look, I think it just makes it bigger and better. Alright, I'm gonna get some glue on this one. And then I need mascara on my left eye. Oh. Always, every live video, runny nose on this side. Exactly, icing on the cake. Okay. What do you guys think? You like it? You like it? I've got to wipe my nose. There we go. Alright, and then we gotta figure out a lip for this.
Too. Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice. Oh, and look, they've got game set beads and dryer sheets too.
Okay. Now the glue obviously still has to dry, but there's the completed eyes. I don't like it. I kind of like it. I don't know if I did as good a job as Heather did, but I like it. And check out the, just not, I mean, obviously I'm live, so there's no filter. Check out the foundation, like how it doesn't, I've got just a little forehead wrinkles going on there. It doesn't settle in there. Doesn't settle in pores, so you don't even see my pores. Of course, a lot of that has to do with the primer as well. But that foundation just gives a beautiful airbrushed finish. Lashes. These are, Lucy, these are the Christina number 43s. I get them in bulk from Amazon. Let me show you. It's like a 15 pack for, I think, $15. They are the exact dupe of the Red Cherry lashes. I don't know if you're familiar with those or not. So Red Cherry number 43 was a really favorite style of mine, and these are the Christina number 43s. And it's the same thing. I mean, it's really the same thing. But I really like them and they're comfortable. So I just went back to buying those. I can put a link underneath if I can remember. Okay, so I see people saying confident. Confident. Goddess is a new one I hadn't tried yet. Let me, hold on. Hold on, please. Let me swatch some of these, because like Goddess and what else did I get? Candy and a few others that I got I've never even seen. So let me look here.
Business thoughts? They can be a real lifesaver.
What else did I get? Yeah, Candy. I got Superstar, which would be very pretty and editorial with this look, but it'd be a little much for work. But that's a super, super pretty color. I got Cool Pink. That wouldn't go with this. And Candy. I don't know. I'm going to swatch these three, and we'll see what we think.
Spicy barbecue glazed tenders and chicken sandwich.
I already know what Confident looks like. I freaking love that shade. It's so pretty. But I will swatch it for you. Just use the same hand. So here's Confident. And then, like I said, these are a couple of new ones that I got. This is Candy. So that has a really peachy tone to it.
It's the flavor that makes you go.
Really peachy.
McDonald's new spicy barbecue glazed tenders
And
chicken sandwich.
this one is Goddess.
All white meat chicken.
I've heard a lot of people talk about this one, saying that it's their favorite. So that is similar, but it is much warmer. It's got a more orangey tone. I don't think an orangey tone would look good with this. So, and then the other one I thought of is Au Naturel. Let me swatch that one. What do you guys think for a lip? That's Au Naturel. So it's a much more nudie peach. That would look good too. Confident. We got 2 votes Confident. Try to put it next to Confident. I've forgotten what I've done. Confident, Candy, Goddess, and Au Naturel. What do we think? What do we think? Confident, another Confident. So it's 4. Yeah, we'll just do Confident. How about that? Okay. Let's see. I don't usually do a lip liner with this color. I don't really have one that matches it. but that's okay. With these, you really don't need them. You can use the little doe foot tip to do a, yeah, Au Naturel is nice too. To do a line. Oh, now I have more votes. Au Naturel and Candy. Confident still winning. Now I have another Candy. I'm just gonna do this since it's in my hand. Okay.
Seriously, how did you get the new iPhone and not put it on Verizon?
Right, so can I get this? Why need iPhone anywhere else? Verizon gives you
Make sure my lips are clean. Do any of you guys use the lip conditioner under these? I've never done that, but I didn't know if putting the lip conditioner on would cause the lip color to not stay as well. Or does it help it stay better? Or I don't know. I don't know. I have it right here. Just never used it. My daughter has, because the tip is completely ruined. But I've never used it. I won't go too crazy. Let's just do confident and move on because we've been on here long enough. All right. Oh, got my cat here. Yes, you're so helpful. Yes, thank you. My God, right here. It's just right up in my face the whole time. And before I get ready, it doesn't mess with the matte effect. Okay, good to know. Thank you. So again, I'm just using the tip of the applicator kind of like a lip liner. What do I think? Are you asking if, Cindy, if VFX is best for someone in their 50s? Is that what you're asking? I would say so. I find that it doesn't settle into fine lines. But you know what? Everyone's skin is so different. Like, it's hard to say. Some people don't like VFX with their skin. Some people prefer the matte, the Stay Matte. Some people just prefer the CC creams or the BB cream. So, honestly, yes, I would say VFX would work. But everyone's skin is so different. It's kind of crazy how different everyone's skin is and how different it reacts to, you know, our products. A lip brush. I don't know that I've ever used a lip brush. There we go. There's your answer, Cindy. I am 60. I use the VFX and love it. And yes, my mom is... how old is she? 60, I don't want to say the wrong thing. She's low 60s and she loves the VFX. All right, guys, that is the look. I think you chose the right color. So let me zoom in one more time here and show you. Oh, I was gonna zoom in. What did I do? Oh, I flipped the camera. My bad. Hi. Oh, now I'm glowing. Okay, now I've screwed everything up and I can't zoom in. Gosh dang it. Why can't I zoom? There we go. Here's the finished look. Lots of colors, very earth tone shades. I think I could use a little more blush as I'm looking at everything. What do you think? Cheeks are looking a little bare. I did that Biscuit, which is basically the color of the bronzer. I mean, it's just it's a real shimmery bronze. I think I need a little more color. Thank you, Melissa. What can we do? We've got maybe something a little peachy. We got fresh peach. Is that fresh peach? Yes. Yes, it's confident. I had to make little labels because, well, first of all, the numbers are small and the words are small. But also, since the blushes only have the numbers, I had to make little labels so that I know what shade name it is. Anyway, fresh peach, modern ballet. I like modern ballet, sweet almond. These are the three I'm thinking, just to add a little peachiness in. What do we think? Let's do modern ballet. Very little is needed. These are super pigmented. Let me zoom out a little bit. Just the smallest little bit. And we're just adding a little color back in. There we go. Okay, so that was, what did I use? Modern Ballet. I just added a little peachiness back in since we've got bold colors on the eyes. We've got kind of a bold nude lip. Give it a little color in the cheeks, and then we're gonna spray her with the Makeup Time Locker Spray. And then when I do this, I tend to keep my eyes closed for a bit. Make sure everything is dry. So while we're at it, while my eyes are closed, I'll let you look at that eye colors a little better. All right, guys, that is it. If you have any questions or comments, put them below. If you're watching this on replay, comment replay. Share the video, please, as much as you'd like. And I will talk to you soon. All right, bye.